God, who am I? I'm such an adult. More Mary. Hello, good morning. Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of More Mary. I am your host, Miss Mary Lou. I'm dressed like a unicorn. You know what that means. You don't, because I haven't said it before. I think when I do vlogs, I might wear this because I like it. So thanks, Marza. Today's not any just like whatever vlog. Today is actually a bit of a travel vlog. I went to Temecula, which is kind of Southern California's wine country except for Malibu. My mom and dad were visiting in San Diego for my mom's work, and they had some free time. We met somewhere kind of in the middle of Los Angeles and San Diego, so we hit up Temecula for a day, hit up a couple wineries, and I thought I would tell you about it. So here we are. That's what we're doing. What sounds do unicorns make? Do they make horse noises? I'm a unicorn. Girl. And before we jump into my day, don't forget, today and this coming Tuesday are going to be your last chances to vote to name my plant. So this plant launches off this story also, but we're gonna name it. The three names that I have selected for you are Ingrid, Helmut, and Brunhilde. So please put your votes in the comments below. Keep voting. So when my mother got on her plane to come to San Diego, she had this little guy in her carry-on the whole time. You're a traveler, you. My mama and the plant made it out to California. And then my dad flew out for the weekend as well. So we met up to go do some stuff. Jacob came along. First in the morning, we drove down. It was actually pretty good driving weather. We didn't run into too much traffic. The scenery on the way down is just beautiful. The drive is always really lovely, except for that one time where it was downpouring and there was like flash flooding. That was a crazy day. But otherwise, it's a really, really pretty drive. And then you can kind of see it start to get into wine country. This is the second time I've been to Temecula, and I was excited to go back. So for lunch, we stopped at a little deli bistro place called the Bushfire Kitchen. I thought it would be a good, affordable place to eat that had a mix of things so everyone could be happy. After that, we all piled into a car and made our way to our first of two wineries. The drive, of course, once you're in Temecula, is like next level beautiful. My unicorn ears agree. Yes, it was so pretty. So our first stop was Wilson Creek. You walk in and it's almost kind of like a campus, a green lawn in the middle with different buildings for different purposes. We went straight over to the tasting building because duh. And inside it was actually super cute, selling all sorts of little stuff. They even had candles that looked like wine, that apparently smelled like wine. I don't know, I didn't buy one. We headed over to a counter to begin the tasting. We had Ilse at the first place. She was so lovely, and she was from Frankfurt, Germany. So I have a lot of family over in Germany. So we were like, yes, our people. They had these little weird cracker things. They kind of looked like poofy crouton pillows, but they were really sweet. Like I swear they were like cookies. They're supposed to be palate cleansers, but I think people that drink wine just want an excuse to eat cookies. So Temecula is known for their reds. They have some really good stuff, which is fine for me. And my parents are those people, they're into wine. They know their wine stuff. All they really have to say is like, oh, I'm really into this lately. And they'll be like, 10 tastings for you. That is literally not an exaggeration. There was a really, really good Zinfandel there that was awesome. And they make spectacular ports. They had a chocolate port. They had like a Malbec Merlot port. They had all kinds of ports and they were very good. So we had a lot of fun tasting and talking about wine. God, who am I? I'm such an adult, says the woman in the unicorn onesie. It's all about balance. After we were done, we got a bottle of their Brut to sit on the patio. It was live music. There was this beautiful little gazebo we sat under. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted live updates all day on my Insta story, so I'll pop in a couple pictures from there. We had a really, really nice time. Before I knew it, we were off to the second winery. So finally we had arrived at Avid Sol. The views for this winery, I feel like the buildings were set up so that you could really enjoy the landscapes around it. They had a tasting building with a beautiful patio that overlooked the rolling hills of Grape Leaves. What is this place that's so close to where I live? It's like magic fairy tale time. It's warm today, and I'm wearing this. I care. Alrighty, so we walked down the little path to Avid Sol. We walked into their tasting room. I was actually much less overwhelmed at this winery. It was a little bit less crowded and the layout was much more open. There were 2-story ceilings and all the little like accoutrements they had to sell were very well arranged. It was a very clean look. Our wine tour guide for Avid Sol was Jennifer. She was really awesome, really wonderful sense of humor, which I appreciate. I know my parents were having a great time. Jacob and I were having a great time. I slowed it down on the wine a little bit at this point because I had a lot of tasting plus a glass of champagne at the first place. And I actually found a white that I liked at this place. They had a Gewürztraminer. And I'm a picky white wine person. So if I find a white wine that is good, you know it is good. So then my mom got a bottle of the Gewürztraminer to sip on the patio. I was feeling it a little bit. I was like, I'm done for the day. But I was really enjoying the scenery and of course the company of my parents. It was great to see them even if it was just for an afternoon. And then Jacob and I wanted to hang out for a little bit longer to avoid hitting awful traffic by the time we got back to LA. I didn't take any more footage for this next portion because I was just eating food. We went to get some Thai food, which was so good, and a cup of jasmine green tea. And then we were on the road back to Los Angeles from this magical land they call Temecula. Jacob and I had a really nice ride back. The ride back consisted of everything from NPR to Ella Fitzgerald to Ben Folds to Simon and Garfunkel. We were doing it up. And then finally we got home. It was a really nice day. So if you're ever in Southern California and you want to kind of escape to this magical wonderland, check out Temecula. I know this one doesn't stay up. It refuses. So I hope you enjoyed this look into my trip to wine country with my parents. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to vote for the name of my plant, and I will see you on Tuesday. Hello! Thank you so much for watching this week's episode of More Mary. Please subscribe to the Miss Mary Lou channel if you have not already, and it has the little bell button if you want to know right away when I upload. I'm usually really good at hopping on your comments when you comment right away. Thank you for doing that. And I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. All the links are right here below. That's this handy picture frame. It's so good. Sundays and Tuesdays I'm here on YouTube. It's always fantastic to see you here. And bye now. Unicorn power! I'm sweating. Let's stop.